Guys, we are so close to the end of our book, A Bear Named Trouble by Mary and Dane Bauer. Let's see, there are 14 chapters and we are starting chapter 12. So we will finish the book next week, okay? We're gonna finish chapter 12 this week, and then next week, we're gonna be all done with our book. So yesterday, in chapter 11, we found out that the Fish and Wildlife guys and the news camera crew were at the zoo. They're looking for trouble, and we know that they are going to take care of him or put him down or destroy him, all the things that Jonathan is thinking. That's what they are there to do. But Bear sees them coming, and he's going to try to escape. He's going to go back to his tunnel. So your assignment yesterday was to draw the map of the zoo and how you think Trouble's going to escape. This chapter is titled Go Trouble, and it's go, comma, trouble, which means someone is saying that to Trouble. So like if you guys were out at recess and you were running and I said, "Go, Judah," I'm saying that to you. Or if you're running, or I say, "Go, Lily, go," I'm saying that to you. So someone, the title of this chapter is Go Trouble. So someone is saying that to him. Okay, chapter 12. Jonathan made a wide circle around the television reporter and the fishing game ranger and arrived at the locked gate. Fortunately, Frank was in the gatehouse getting set up for the day. The smell of popcorn already filled the air. So hopefully you guys included that gatehouse in your map yesterday. "Frank, I've got to see my dad. Do you know where he is?" "Back by Jake's pen. They radioed me to say they had found that wild brownie sleeping there this morning." So Trouble was there, just waiting for someone to use a gun on him. "Would you let me in?" Jonathan grasped the bars of the tall metal gate. He wanted to shake them, but he resisted. "There's something I've got to tell my dad." Frank looked skeptical. Do you guys know what skeptical means? Like, kind of suspicious, like looks like, I don't think I should let you in, is probably what he's thinking. "I don't know as how he'd want you in there with that bear loose and all." "Please," Jonathan pleaded. "It's important, really important. My dad would want me to tell him." "Well, I don't know," Frank said, but even as he said it, he opened the gate just wide enough for Jonathan to slip through. You guys think about that. Do you think that Frank should have let him in? I mean, there is a wild bear loose in the zoo, and Frank just lets him in. That's kind of surprising decision, I think, for an adult, but okay. "Thanks," Jonathan called, and he was off running toward the back of the zoo and Jake's pen before Frank could say another word. So not only is Frank let him in, I mean, he knows that Jake is making a beeline for right where the bear is. I think that's a surprising decision. He found his father and Pat Rawlings and Katie Duran, the education director, on the path in front of Jake's pen. Trouble was nowhere in sight. "Jonathan!" his father exclaimed before Jonathan could catch his breath and begin to speak. "What are you doing here?" So see, his dad thinks he's on the school bus, not at the zoo. "I had to tell you," Jonathan panted. "They're out there." He bent over, his hands on his knees, "outside the zoo, at the front gate." So Jonathan's all out of breath from running all the way across the zoo. "Who's out there?" The question was clipped and angry. "The fish and game guy," his father groaned. So did Pat and Katie, and somebody from the TV station too. His father cast a glance at the other two. Jonathan saw that Pat was carrying a gun, and it looked very much like the one the man from the fish and game department had with him. "Just what we need," his dad said, speaking to the other adults, not him. But when he turned back, his attention was fully on Jonathan, a hand clamped on each of his son's shoulders. "You don't belong here, son," he said. "That brownie is here again. Just as we came up, he disappeared into the woods, right here." He waved an arm to indicate the large stand of trees just behind Jonathan. "And we're trying to catch up with him, so go." He released his hold on Jonathan's shoulders and gave him a slight but definite push. Jonathan held his ground. "What will you do when you catch him?" He knew the situation was urgent, that the slightest delay would make his father angry, but he had to ask. Never mind about that. Dad waved his hand again in the direction he wanted Jonathan to take. Just get out of here before you miss your bus. I don't want to see you again until the day is over. Jonathan didn't move. Are you going to kill him? He demanded. Just like the fish and game guy out there, are you going to shoot him dead? His father looked surprised. For an instant, Jonathan thought his dad was going to remind him that last night he had wanted Trouble killed, but his father didn't say anything about that, probably only because any discussion would take too much time. He merely shook his head. No, we're not going to kill him. We'll dart him and put him to sleep. That is, if we can keep him from leaving the zoo. If he gets out the front gate or back out where he dug in, the ranger will have to kill him. Now get out of here. I told you, you don't belong here. It's too dangerous. Strangely relieved, Jonathan turned and took off running. He didn't go back to the bus stop, though. Jonathan has a hard time following directions. He didn't go back to the bus stop, though. There was no point in that. His father hadn't checked the time and didn't realize he had already missed the bus. As soon as the curving path had taken him out of his father's view, he stopped. The three adults were going to walk this path and probably the one on the other side of the stand that Trouble had disappeared into, trying to herd a bear before them. But if they succeeded in getting Trouble to move, he might very well keep going until he ran out the front gate to face the ranger's gun before anyone inside could stop him. So what do you think that Jonathan is going to do? I want you to make a prediction. Think about how Jonathan's had a little bit of a change of heart. At the beginning, he was so furious that Trouble had killed his friend Mama Goose. But now he's actually trying to save Trouble. So I want you to think about how Jonathan has had a change of heart, and I want you to make a prediction of what you think Jonathan's going to do. What do you think his plan is, and do you think it's going to work? How do you think all this is going to end up for Trouble? Will Trouble escape? Will he run out the front gate and get shot by the fish and game? Will Jonathan be able to help him so that his dad can dart him? What do you think is going to happen? You make your prediction, and then tomorrow we're going to finish chapter 12. Okay? See you tomorrow.